Hoo-yah! This is Robin from the Back Pain Secret Podcast. And today, guys and gals, we are going to talk about trigger points, spinal injections for lower back pain. So first off, that sounds very, very complicated, right? So we're going to address that number one. Okay. First off, if you're suffering from back pain, you might go to a physiotherapist, chiropractor, osteopath, whoever, your doctor. You might get some pills. They will talk about you having to correct your posture, standing up more, walking, do some stretches, do some core stability exercises. A lot of times, all of that stuff will help you and you will just feel better and everything will go away. But then, once in a while, we have patients that after 6 to 8 weeks, they're not really responding to the treatment. By now, you might have had an MRI. That's when they shove you in the oven and they will see the discs, see if you have a herniated disc or a bulging disc or a degenerative disc, or you have compression on the nerve root. But it comes back and everything looks good there as well. So what to do? Well, there's some interesting stuff because down here in the lower back, you have some strong muscles, okay? And you can get something called trigger points. And trigger points, I'm not going to get too technical here. So if you're one of these people that know it all, you can look up and reference something else. But basically, a trigger point is a hypersensitive area in your muscle, in your lower back, or you can have it in your shoulder, any muscle, okay? And sometimes now we can actually have an injection right in that point. So basically finding a trigger point, first off, you can't really find the trigger point when you have an acute case of lower back pain because the inflammation and irritation is just it's hyper irritable and it's just going to do too much painful to go for trigger points. But after 6 to 8 weeks, and when the pain and you're feeling this pain in your lower back for a long period of time, you can actually move around here and feel it, and you will feel a trigger point that's very highly sensitive. A lot of times you will press that trigger point and pain will actually shoot out from the area to other areas in your body, okay? And the idea now with getting injections in these trigger points is actually to get the muscle to relax and feel better, okay? But what to do, how many injections should you have, where should you have them, who should do them, all of that stuff, okay? So first off, whenever you're doing something like this, you need to go to someone that's licensed for it and know what they're doing, okay? That's number one. Start off going to your doctor or your physiotherapist, or if the physiotherapist don't do these injections, he or she might know someone, other profession or another physiotherapist that do it, okay? And I've had quite a few patients. I worked for 20 years as a physio, and a lot of times, when you're starting to have pain that doesn't disappear 6 to 8 weeks, people start to get frustrated and irritated, it's horrible walking around with pain. So this is something that you could try. It could actually help your back and reduce the pain, and it's not really dangerous to do it. I would say a few things though. When you go for this, I would recommend you not to go for multiple trigger point injections at the same time, okay? And also, a few trigger points that you find that are very sensitive might need 2 or 3 injections, but I wouldn't go over 3 injections just because you could actually irritate the area and you could irritate the muscle, okay? But I would definitely recommend you to give it a go. It's like when you have acupuncture or you have other therapies. A lot of times when something is working, people claim that they can cure anything. I'm not saying this with this. These trigger point injections that you get are not something that's the only treatment. Obviously, you're doing your walking, you're doing your posture work. You're doing all the other stuff as well. But this is something that can actually help to relax the muscle and make it feel better. It's kind of like when you go for massage. Most people that go for massage know that it will feel nice and it will do its part, but it won't take care of everything. You need to do the other stuff as well, and with acupuncture, when you get the needles, right? So these injections that you can get in these trigger point injections can absolutely help you to reduce the pain, and it doesn't cost that much, and it's not really dangerous to do it if you go to people that really is licensed and know what they're doing. Okay, so basically, not too complicated. Okay, basically, what you will do, you will find the muscle here in the lower part of the back, and then they will, in this trigger point, they will actually put an injection right into that muscle. Okay, and that will help that muscle to relax and just feel better. And I've had quite a few patients that have had this treatment in combination with the other stuff that we're doing that has responded very well. And usually I would recommend to have this after 4 to 6 weeks if the other treatment, the more conventional treatment that I'm doing, isn't really working. Or maybe they've also been to for an MRI or a scan or something like that, and you can actually see that the discs, even if you can see if you like changes on the disc, but nothing major is broken or compressed or anything like this, and you're saying to yourself, well, this patient should actually start to feel better with the stuff we're doing. But whenever I'm pressing and feeling around here with pointing on the different parts of the muscles, you can feel these small areas that are very, very highly sensitive in your lower back. And it's not just that you feel pain at the spot that you're pressing. When you press that spot, the pain actually shoots out or goes in different directions, and you can feel it in different areas of your body. Okay, that's what a trigger point is. And I know if you're not medical trained and you hear this, it might seem very, very confusing. So just to sum it up, okay, back pain usually will go away between 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, by itself. Most people will have it during their lifetime, and it's just something we need to deal with, okay? But if you've had back pain for 6 or 8 weeks and even longer, and you might need to you've done all the conventional stuff and you can't really find any problem with your back, this stuff with the injections can actually give it a go and see if it can help to relax the muscles and make you feel better, okay? So that's all for today. It was short, it was really short today, but it's I'm a bit pressed by time here as well. But I really want to check in with you guys because I love you guys. And also, if you have any questions regarding your back pain, please send those questions in. I'm here to help. If you think this episode could help someone else out there, a buddy, a coworker, a relative, send it to them, okay? They can also send in their questions. I'm here to serve, but I need some questions then, okay? So take care, and I'll talk to you guys and gals tomorrow. And don't forget, you're just one step away from reducing or even fixing your low back pain. Bye-bye. Let's see. Hello, Karim.